They are so popular. Some people swear by them, others can't live without them. Energy drinks. They're becoming a crutch in a world where we sleep less and work harder than ever. You know, whether or not it really helps students study longer or gives athletes greater endurance, doctors warn of potential risks, especially to youth. Dr. Yifrah Kaminer, a professor of psychiatry and pediatrics at UConn Health, joins me in studio now. Good morning to you, doctor. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
A big problem here?
Yes, it is.
What is it about these energy drinks? I know kids are thinking, and teens are taking them thinking, big deal, it's just giving me some energy. What is it really giving them?
Basically, it doesn't give them energy, it gives them stimulation, which is a combination of a rush from caffeine and carbohydrates, sugars mainly.
And so what are the immediate effects that they're feeling, and why are they problematic?
Well, they feel a rush, they feel energized, so to speak, but this is actually empty calories if it's sugar. And if it's one of those like 5 hours energy drink, it's caffeine from caffeine plus caffeine from other elements that are included in the compounds that are being served. As a matter of fact, you know, the very popular 5 hours energy drink, 1 ounce of this mini shot costs 20 times more than 1 ounce of Coca-Cola, for example.
Oh my goodness, so that is a lot. The amounts of sugar and caffeine, pretty high for young kids.
Right.
The other thing that they're doing is they're adding alcohol. Why is that a problem? I mean, for the obvious, kids should not be drinking alcohol, but then you add it with an energy drink. Why is that an even greater health risk?
Well, for 2 reasons. First of all, it dilutes the effect of alcohol, so they feel they can drink more. It's like a lemonade laced with alcohol. Second issue, when adolescents and young adults drink under the influence, they are wide awake drunk, meaning they can drink and they can drive, but their visual motor coordination is impaired. So it increases the chances of getting involved in car crashes.
Well, which is already such a risk factor for that age group anyway. So this obviously just adding insult to injury. How old then is old enough to understand what the beverage is, and is there ever an age that mixing alcohol with it is okay?
Well, unfortunately, it's not clear. The FDA has very clear regulations about over-the-counter medication that include caffeine. The limit is 0.02%, but the FDA is not regulating energy drinks because they are considered to be supplements. So it remains, in my opinion, the domain of parents and educators, because I see a lot of kids, young kids, even kids who are not adolescents, who walk around with an energy drink. And if you're old enough to stand erect and give a $5 bill to somebody, even if you're 4 or 5 years old, officially it's not illegal to do that.
Well, you deal with a lot of kids who unfortunately are at the other end. They've maybe used this as a gateway or something else, and they're dealing with alcoholism, even marijuana use. You have a program, you have some help, and I think it's important to put it out there to parents that are watching that there is some help available and it's free. Could you just tell us briefly about that?
Absolutely. We at the UConn Health Center in Farmington have free of charge confidential treatment, state-of-the-art, for marijuana, alcohol use and abuse disorders. This is based on federal grant that we have obtained, and we are welcome referrals and phone calls. Just call Dr. Kaminer at the UConn Health Center and ask for me or for my administrative assistant, and we will be able to screen your child or any adolescent you're aware of and have concerns about, and hopefully we can help them, as I mentioned, free of charge, confidential, state-of-the-art, federally funded study.
A wonderful thing to put out there. Dr. Kaminer, thank you so much for coming on and offering that hope to parents this morning.
Thank you for having me this morning.
All right.